Listo.
So when I went, I didn't know anything about anything. Y the ways of la gente indígena es oscuro for white people see, in America. So I went not knowing anything, but the whole camp is almost totally indigenous people, 95%. And it's from over 300 different nations, tribes. So all of them would come and they would bring their traditional, they call them, what was the word? Regalia, see? Mm-hmm. Traditional dresses and then they would offer their prayers and their traditional ceremonies for the whole camp. So I saw a lot of that, and I saw a very different side of the people than you ever get from anything else. And it was a very spiritual thing. It was, the whole camp was one, and the prayers were real. See, the energy there was very real. You could feel it. And after 2.5 weeks, I tried to leave to go back to New York, and I got 100 miles away and said, I felt it, and I had to go back, and I went back for another 2 weeks.
Wow.
So there's a lot of power, you feel that power. And, I went to translate that into the language of art. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I drew portraits of 30 or 40 people in the camp, and landscapes, and the front lines where the actual sort of fighting, where the police attack people happens, and campos diferentes, as there's multiple camps.
Okay.
So I tried to draw and paint the parts of the camp that were kind of like the heart of it, like the kitchen cooked 3 meals a day for everybody that needed it, and the council lodge where they met and tried to solve these problems, right? Mm-hmm. And the Avenue of the Flags, which represents all of the nations, which is incredibly powerful. Mm-hmm. And then I did a drawing of the entire camp to give a sense of like the scale. It was really a huge thing.
Y me estabas contando cómo fue que decidiste ir. How why you went there?
I went because I think that, well, personally, as an artist, art has to work on these problems. It has to be the bridge between one thing and another. And so as soon as I found out, I knew that they put out a call for people, and they asked for paint, for pintura. And when I saw that, I said, well, they need art too, right? Every camp, every spiritual work needs the visual art to make it full. And so I went to make art for the camp. This was really the simple reason, but also because it's just so clearly an important issue. Water is just, it's life. It is the one element that you have to have, that and air, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, it was, as soon as I found out, I knew I needed to go.
You felt it.
Sí, I felt it immediatamente.
Okay. Oye, y dices que, bueno, están ahí representadas las banderas de las naciones
Sí.
de allá, pero también entiendo que hay otras naciones de otras partes del mundo
Sí,
que
todo el
están
mundo.
apoyando.
Sí, there were nations, indigenous people from Canada, todo el Suramérica, Japón, the Middle East, some from Europa,
Wow.
todo el mundo.
O sea, pero ellos están ahí,
Sí.
personas de,
Sí,
wow.
sí. And many of the tribes would send a group and they would sort of make a permanent camp inside the main camp so that people could always come from all of these tribes. So there's always people from all of the tribes there,
Wow.
which is really important and really cool, right?
Okay. Bueno, creo que pues es una buena experiencia. ¿Quieres contar algo más o decir algo?
Contar.
Say something else?
Only that este problema no es solamente de las Américas, es un problema por toda la gente en el mundo, en la tierra, y es un problema de la sistema economía. Sí, and ahora la luchar es between la gente y el dinero. Sí. And we can't let a false thing like money destroy a real thing like water.
Okay. Gracias.